guys, welcome to the video. It's Tara here from TaraAllenHealth.com, and I come to you guys live every single Wednesday to talk about health, fitness, mindset, nutrition. So here we are. And most of you guys come to me looking for weight loss tips. And, I'll give you the weight loss as long as we work on getting you healthy from the inside out as well. So today's tip is a weight loss tip. It is also a general health tip, and it will help you if you feel like weight loss is one of those things that has been dragging you down. If you feel like you're on a path or a journey or a program and you either get the weight loss but you're miserable, or you're happy and not on the same path that you want to be on. If you feel like those two things just can't come together, then this video is going to be perfect for you. So if you've tried everything, if you've tried all the programs, you've tried Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, paleo, keto, intermittent fasting, all of those things, and you find that you keep coming back to your old patterns, your old habits, this video is going to be really helpful for you. Hey Laura, thanks for joining. So here's the deal. Our brain is programmed to seek pleasure and avoid pain at all costs. So what our brain also does is it likes to create systems so that we can focus our conscious attention, our conscious attention on the things that we need to, right? So think about in your past life, you might have had to run away from a saber-toothed tiger or something like that, and you needed to really pay attention to that. Well, thankfully now that's not something we have to worry about. So what our brain likes to do though is to take something that you do often and create a system around it. It becomes a habit. That's how we know it. It's a habit, and you no longer have to put your conscious attention on that thing. So think about walking, right? At one point in your life, you were learning to walk. You didn't know how to do it yet, and you had to keep doing it over and over again. Eventually, it became one of those things that's just hardwired into your brain. You don't have to think about getting up and walking. You know how to do that. We do that with tying our shoes. We do this with brushing our teeth. We do this a lot of times when we drive the same path over and over again. Let's say your commute to work, okay? It becomes a habit. You can sort of turn off your brain, listen to music, do other things, and you don't have to really, really focus and pay attention on a habit. Now, your brain doesn't know the difference between what you consider a good habit or a bad habit, or a habit that's serving you or a habit that's not serving you. It just wants to make a habit out of anything that you do frequently, okay? So if you haven't been working out, you have a habit of not working out. A lot of times people just think that if you're not working out, you just haven't started yet. But the truth is, the more days you go without working out, you're getting better and better and better at the habit of not working out, okay? Maybe working out isn't your thing. If you come home and you end up having sweets every single night because you feel like you deserve a treat, or you're starving because you didn't eat enough during the day, right? These are things that are really common. Then you can create a habit of looking through the pantry or the freezer or whatever for something sweet at night. That becomes your routine, that becomes your habit. Your brain will just make a habit of anything that you keep doing over and over again. So that's the good news here, is that our brain can change. So this is actually fairly recent research if you consider how long we have done research in different areas. We used to think that our brain sort of doesn't change. That's where the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, came from. But really over the last 5 or 10 years, it's been found that our brains have neuroplasticity. So that's just the word that means that our brains are plastic, meaning they're moldable, they change. So we can change and upgrade and optimize our habits at any time. That's the awesome news. And what it takes is really concentration from you to purposefully do the thing that you want to be a habit for you in the future. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if this is resonating with you, if you feel like you know what I'm talking about, if you've got some habits that you want to change, and stay tuned because I'm going to give you a couple little tips here. So if you can really stick with the beginning part of the challenge, in the beginning when you try something new, it's going to feel difficult because that's not your habit yet. But the more and more you do something, the closer you get towards it actually becoming a habit. It is actually grooving a new little neural pathway in your brain, and it will eventually become easy and second nature to do the things that you want to do. This can be for anything. If you want to read for 15 minutes before you go to bed every night, if you want to drink all your water, if you want to create a new workout routine, if you want to meal prep once a week, if you want to have a salad as a base for your lunch every single day, whatever the thing is that you want to create for yourself that you believe is going to upgrade your life, you can start that at any time. And you have to practice, but here's what's key. A lot of people know, okay, Tara, yeah, that's pretty obvious. If I want to make a habit, I have to start doing those things. But I think a lot of people don't realize that it's going to feel hard the first time, the second time, the third time. It's going to keep feeling hard, and then they get that feeling like this is going to be hard forever, and that's when people throw in the towel. Once they think that something is going to be hard forever, it just feels like that finish line is so far away, and people back out and they don't do it. But after you're watching this video, now you know that it's going to take some work, but eventually it will become a habit and it won't be so difficult for you to do this anymore. That's key. So it's okay that the first time you go to work out, it feels hard. It's okay that the second time you go to work out feels hard. Hard in terms of getting the momentum to do it. The momentum will come after you've done it for a while. The habit will come after you've done it for a while, but you have to stick with it in the beginning. Could you imagine as a 1-year-old or a 1.5-year-old, whenever you were learning how to walk, if you walked a little bit and fell and you got frustrated and you were like, forget this walking thing, I'm just not going to do this, right? That would be ridiculous. But kids don't do that, right? We sort of change as we get older. We start to believe that you can't teach an old dog new tricks, okay? So you have to keep at it. When the first time you were driving, I remember the first time that I was driving, I could not listen to music. I had to focus all my attention on everything that I needed to do, put the signal on, look for the stop signs, all that stuff, right? But now it comes second nature. So you have to keep doing it, and you have to know that the first several times it's going to feel hard. The next several times it's still going to feel hard. If you stick with it long enough, it will become a habit. And so you can create whatever habit you want. You can replace the old habits that you don't want to keep anymore with something else. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if you're going to change your habit. Now, one more thing here. One more little tip for today. I don't want this to be too overwhelming, but one more tip for today. It's important to celebrate every time that you make your little bit of progress towards a new habit. And it's not just important because it feels good and it makes you happy, but it's actually important for the creation of the habit. So remember I said in the beginning of this video, our brains really want to seek pleasure and avoid pain at any cost, okay? And there's no use in going against our brain. We might as well, you can't beat them, you might as well join them, right? So what we need to do is actually celebrate every tiny little baby step you make towards the habit that you want to achieve or to bring on into your life, okay? This is why in my group programs, in my one-on-one coaching, we do a lot of celebrating the victories, okay? It's really important. And here's why it's important, not just for making you happy, but because our brains want that pleasure and they want to avoid pain. If you do something, let's say you want to start a new workout routine. So you get yourself to the gym. It's hard because it's not part of your habit yet. All the excuses are coming up in your head as to why today's not a good day to start. That's always going to be the way, right? But you end up just doing it, you fight through, and you get to the gym and you do your workout or you work out from home, whatever. It's really important to sort of sit with how proud you are that you made that happen. Think about how easy it would have been for you to not go, but you really did it. You got yourself there. You had all the excuses in the world, but you didn't listen to any of those excuses, and really let yourself soak in all of that. It's not just because you're like patting yourself on the back, but that's fine too. But it's because your brain will start to associate this new habit with the positive feelings and all the dopamine and phone call. Your brain will start to associate the new habit with all of these positive feelings that are flooding through your body, okay? Your brain will associate those two things together, and it's going to be more likely to form that habit quicker and sort of propel you towards doing that in the future. Because remember, your brain wants to be happy, your brain wants to seek the pleasure, and it wants to avoid pain. So what happens now is if you're thinking workouts are pain, but eating chocolate at night is pleasure, your body is going to be really resistant to changing that, right? It doesn't want to do the workout if you think of it as pain, and it does want to have all those sweets at night if you think of it as pleasure. So it's sort of a matter of hooking up, like piggybacking your new habit with something good that makes you feel good. And that can really be as simple as just patting yourself on the back and letting yourself be really proud that you've done this, okay? So the same thing goes if you want to, let's say, give up your chocolate habit at night. I don't know. I think it's okay to eat chocolate at night if that's all you're doing. But if it's not working for you and your goals, okay. So what you want to do is the next time you skip that chocolate at night or you replace it with something else, let's just say that you believe to be a little bit healthier, you want to really be proud of yourself. So now you're piggybacking the new habit of skipping the chocolate with your feel-good hormones and neurotransmitters, and your brain is going to be a lot more likely to make that your new habit. It's not going to be easy at first still. This is something that takes effort. It takes practice, but it's the missing piece. If you keep trying all of these different things outside of you, paleo, vegan, keto, intermittent fasting, Weight Watchers, and you're just like hopping around from one thing to the next, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's most people that I speak with have done this. They've tried multiple different things. It's great in the fact that it means you're persistent, but it also means that there's something missing here. And the thing that's missing is you're not working with your brain's wiring. You got to work with it and not against it. So let me know if this is helpful. Faith is here. Hey, Faith, good morning. Happy last day of school to your kiddos. Yeah, we're in New York, so we go to school really late. It's June 26th, and this is our kids' last day of school now. Okay, if you guys have a habit that you are working on replacing, or let's just say a habit that you're working on adding into your life. You want to drink more water. You want to start a new workout routine or whatever. Put them in the comments below so we can start this conversation and I can help you out and try these tricks, okay? So you're going to remember that the more you do something, the more it's going to become a habit. Remember that your brain doesn't know a bad habit from a good habit. It's going to make everything you do a habit if you keep doing it, okay? And pair up some positive celebrating of the wins with your new habit, so this way it will become a habit a lot quicker. This is the missing piece. This is the thing that people aren't really talking about, but it works. So try it and let me know how it goes for you. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Happy summer. Bye.